Hmm. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to this space. I am excited to be offering everybody the July 2025 energy reading guidance messages. I usually do these videos live, but this time around, I just haven't quite had the energetic capacity to do it in that way. I am on a deep journey right now, so I'm just really excited to be sitting in front of the camera, in front of all of you, and sharing these messages that are coming through. So if you are here, if you are ready to receive, you can put 777 in the comments below. Thank you for being. Thank you. My name is Aria. If you don't know already, it's been a minute. I have been a little MIA from this space, but I am definitely here with you all. So let's take a few deep breaths before we drop into this reading, remembering that this is a general reading for the collective, for humanity. I'm bringing it through from Source, Great Spirit, Oneness, from Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, Pachamama, Unsimaka. I'm also bringing this from our benevolent ancestors of humanity at this time that are here to support us in what we are moving through. And I'm also bringing through some messages from the elemental spirits as well. So make sure that if you are sitting, you're in a comfortable position, kind of adjusting a bit. Maybe you're walking, you can take a little stretch if you'd like. We're going to take a moment to just soften our gaze or just focus on something green around you, or even close the eyes. Placing the hands either down by your sides, either on your heart, your stomach, whatever feels best. And just starting to deepen with those inhales, feeling them fill your torso. And letting them out the mouth. Feeling everything just fall away, all that you no longer need to be carrying. Breathing in, call yourself back. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Taking a couple more breaths at your own pace. Intending to receive exactly what you are meant to receive from this reading, from these messages and the guidance from our benevolent guides, from Source, the universe, the earth, the spirits of the elements. And just as you receive this reading, as you tune in here, allow yourself to stay in the sacred space of yourself, of your beingness. It is always here, it is always sacred. Let's get into the reading. So the first thing that was coming through, the first message here, was this theme of trust. So what does this mean for you? What comes up when the word trust arises? Where are you at in your life right now in terms of trust? So at this time, throughout this month, we may be experiencing this theme more heightened. And oftentimes when there are themes or just overarching energies that we're working with, like trust, they can be hidden behind some shadows, some mirrors, some reflections, some projections. They can be hidden behind certain thoughts or maybe even physical ailments and symptoms. So as we take this time to really drop into where we are at in our sense of trust, we want to look at it in our sense of trust with life, our sense of trust with ourselves, our sense of trust with the people around us, of our environment, our sense of trust in Source, God, Oneness, the universe, our sense of trust with the different aspects of our being, our sense of trust with our mind or our body or our hearts or our intuition, our sense of trust in our mentors and our therapists, our sense of trust in our friends and our family and our loved ones. This is our opportunity to deepen into trust, especially when it comes to ourselves and our intuition, and especially when it comes to the unknown, the universe, source, oneness, great spirit. This card came through. As y'all know, if you're here live with me often, you know these cards. This is from my Sacred Cycles deck. It's not my deck, but I have it and it's one of my favorites to use. But this one is vaginal canal. And what's really beautiful about this is that we see in this opening of the canal, there's also this like Ouroboros thing happening here, the cyclical nature happening here. We see the waves, we see this beautiful golden earthly energy, and then we see spaciousness, we see space, we see the stars, we see the cosmos, right? So this is a really beautiful invitation to ask yourself, where in your life are you staying comfortable rather than trusting that the universe has your back, trusting that you are taken care of, trusting that all that it is you're calling in may be on this other side of you taking a leap, of being courageous, right? Where do you get to step into the unknown right now? And remembering that with these messages, they're gonna ring true for you if they ring true for you. So you don't need to apply them to your life right now, but just know that throughout this month, this is an invitation to deepen into that trust. Whether you answer that call or not, it's going to continue coming back. So we might as well utilize this beautiful energy that we're experiencing to harmonize and really get clear on how much we truly do trust in our intuition and our guidance and what is coming through us, what is feeling called to come through us. I know personally, I'm in a place in my life where I do have an opportunity to expand, and it is kind of scary, but it's also exactly what I have been calling in and manifesting and aligning and harmonizing myself for, all that my soul is meant to step into. And yet there's still this little part of me that does not trust in the unknown, that does not trust that it will be taken care of in the process. So this is where that courage really just gets to come into my life, where I continue to connect with this higher perspective of what's happening, to connect in love and compassion and celebration and gratitude for myself. So a lot of this theme of trust is also about love. It's about loving yourself. So if you're finding any difficulties trusting yourself or the universe or source or the earth or whatever it is that you're doing, your environment, then really return back to your heart. See what's there. Allow the pings and the nudges and the aches to be moved through as you connect to the space of your heart, to continue to come back through this space. And this is very much in alignment with the next thing that I wrote down that was coming through, was expanding from the heart center, right? In order to expand from the heart center, we do feel we need to have a sense of trust. This is very vulnerable, very powerful and loving and really special part of us. This is our spark, this is our gift, this is our beingness, our essence, and when we can express that authentically, when we can allow ourselves to take life in, to really be present for it, this is an expansion of our heart, and we get to work on trusting that our heart is powerful, that it is special, that it is the spark of life that is meant to not only fill you but emanate from you, that is meant to be a part of the song of the earth and humanity at this time. So really dropping into the space and allowing that expansion from a place of love, from a place of compassion. Remember, allowing what is there that is releasing at this time, that is still maybe feels a bit stagnant, feels a bit, rough around the edges. Be with it, because that is also part of this expansion of the heart center that we are experiencing collectively as we are invited to trust it to wrap around ourselves, wrap around our loved ones, our communities, and humanity as a whole. So with that being said, don't hold your breath. If you are in a state of fear, do not hold your breath. Allow it to continue to flow so that you can allow this natural process of alchemy within you that occurs at the portal of your heart, that occurs within the womb, that occurs within the earth, that occurs within the power of your intention and visualization and its ability to go into these places of breath, to release, to transmute. Okay, do not hold your breath. This is a time to continue that flow, continue it through. This is ancestral healing as we continue to allow the breath to flow, as we continue to say yes to what is in alignment for us, whether we feel we want to stay in a comfortable place or not. This is that moment for us to really embody within our lifestyles, within our connections, what it is that we have been calling in, which is a really beautiful opportunity, and it's going to continue and continue and continue to arise for you. So allow yourself to be here with yourself. So a question that was coming through from Source was, where is your line of light? And I was seeing this as, where is your attention? Where is your focus? And your thoughts can give you a really good indication of where that may be, whether you have some more intrusive thoughts, whether you have more negative thoughts, maybe you are second guessing, maybe you are comparing, maybe you're overthinking, worrying, fearing. That may be a line of light there. And we may have moments, because we know that you are so strong and you've been doing the work, that you redirect that line of light and that attention more to these spaces of gratitude, of compassion, of forgiveness, of, taking action to fuel yourself, to return to that sense of centeredness, right? So this is going to be a question that we can ask ourselves throughout this month, is, where is my line of light? Where am I headed? Am I pointing toward my North Star, my core values, my mission here? Am I aligned right now? Is my line of light in harmony with what I am choosing in this life, what I am here to anchor in, what I am here to embody, what I want to embody, what I want for my life, what I want for humanity, what I want for my family, my community, my loved ones, for all people, right? So asking ourselves that question and allowing ourselves to redirect it in the ways that align. So for example, for me, ways that align for me to really redirect that when I'm experiencing any type of worry or overthinking or comparison, I let myself go to the earth. I let myself make a warm drink or something. I make something with the intention to support me in returning to my heart. And of course, bringing my hands to the space intentionally, sitting on my earthing blanket, lighting a candle. These little things that will seem very ritualistic are actually just points of support here and there and here and there that help me come back to this place to allow what is moving through me to move through freely, returning to my breath, allowing myself to remember that, I can say thank you, thank you, thank you, I love you, I love you, I love you again and again to myself. Noticing what you stopped doing. All right, this is a really big one for some of us. Notice what you stopped doing. Things that you loved, the things that you used to do that you wish you could do more, but maybe some other things, took priority in your life. What are those things that you used to do? It could be as simple as saying something to yourself every day in the rising. It could be as simple as, taking a walk or making yourself like a special drink or something. So what is that thing that you can return to with gentleness to continue to fuel yourself? And that's also something that is going to assist you in bringing that line of light into deeper harmony with your true essence. We are asked to nourish ourselves, to replenish. There's a lot of recalibration that is needing to happen, and you want to make sure that you're in a space that feels supportive at this time. So if you are currently not in a space that feels very supportive, finding some little areas in the earth where you can be there, creating an altar, create your little space so that it can be supportive for you and your energy to recalibrate during this time, because there are a lot of factors coming into the overall raising of vibration, but that also means that, we're seeing, once again, over and over, I've been saying throughout this year, the clashing happening. We're seeing like this lightning effect, all of these sparks kind of flying up, and a lot of these sparks and things are going to trigger triggers, you know, are going to trigger anxiety, maybe even, you know, flares of PTSD. It may even trigger, you know, comparison and these little things, these more intrusive things that come up, parts of your past that have not been forgiven or let go. These are the type of things that are coming up. So make sure that you're not ignoring these triggers. Make sure that you're not ignoring how you may be projecting or, you know, what is being reflected back to you. It's not a time to ignore it, and it's also not a time to make excuses for not going to these places, because you are more than capable to let go. 1000%. It's something that we can offer to ourselves, just like forgiveness. It's something that we offer to ourselves. It's a permission that we give to ourselves to actually allow ourselves to see these things for what they are from a higher perspective in general, and to move forward in a way that feels of harmony and alignment for us. So continue to take responsibility for your reactions. You may even notice, you know, projections toward you at this time, and just remembering once again to return to your heart and who you are. Of course, there are moments where there can be lessons and reminders for us, but once again, it's really about you knowing yourself, having this devotion to knowing yourself so that you can show up more powerfully in your life, for humanity, for the world, for others, for those that are close to you. And also, this really does guarantee a life of fullness, right? When we get to know ourselves, when we get to let ourselves be liberated in our lives. So notice your triggers, take responsibility, and remember to come back home to your power. And it's as simple as letting yourself connect with your hands and your body, your heart, your womb, your belly, with your hands down by your sides, opening out to the sun. It's as simple as letting yourself call upon your power, calling your power back, connecting to your center, connecting to who you are, your soul, your spirit. That is this connection to your power. And the more and more that you deepen this connection and play here, the more and more that you're going to be anchored, okay? You're going to be anchored within your own being as you ground and bring this beautiful energy into this space, into this experience that you are here to live. So we have this card that comes up often, and I asked Source, the universe, Great Spirit, you know, what does humanity need to hear right now? And check this out. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. Okay? So remember that. Nothing has gone wrong. Nourish yourself, replenish yourself, recalibrate. You are capable of moving through this. This is why you're here right now. All right? And allow yourself to continue to connect to yourself so that you are showing up and connecting to your authentic truth, so that you are not in a place of haziness and fogginess, but more so in a space of clarity, of truth within your being, and honoring and recognizing that in others as well. We can challenge all we want, but we will know when a truth has been deeply seated. And it is not our role to shift the truths of others. It is our role to honor our truth and allow, you know, our truth to continue to weave through this collective web, this dream that we are creating. So let's move on to the messages from the spirits of the elements. So the first card that I brought up is Rock, Endurance. And this is so much about finding groundedness within chaos. This is so much about, you know, staying strong in your own power, in your own knowledge and wisdom, and what you have to share, your own gifts, and your authenticity and your truth. Okay, this is about groundedness. Okay, even when the world around us is not stable, we can hold a sense of safety and stability within our own being, right? We have this endurance to continue forward. We are our own rock in a sense. And rocks, the mineral kingdom, this stone kingdom, the stone people, they have so much wisdom. So honoring them, and if you're feeling like you're in a space where it's difficult for you to be grounded during this time, then connect with the stones, right? Connect with the trees, connect with the stones, and let them teach you, right? You can speak to them, you can listen to them, you can sit with them, you can lay on them and receive them. This also includes your crystals as well, honoring their wisdom and their connections. The crystals are very much in connection to the water as well. So if you're seeking like a sense of groundedness, but you're also wanting more flow, if you're feeling stagnant, then connecting with the crystals, they can assist you in moving that energy downward. And the next one that I pulled was joy music. Please do not forget the power of music, of your song, of music in general, the things that you listen to. Allow yourself to connect to joy. There's been this hummingbird that anytime I'm at my lowest, this hummingbird comes as my guide and just reminds me of this joy, of this ability to play, of this ability to be alive, right? So continue to reconnect with your aliveness and utilize music to support you in moving through what you're moving through. There's so much art out there, so utilize the sense of art, of music and movement and song in your voice. Also, companionship that came up, all right? We are in deep companionship with the animals of this earth. So continuing to support one another in this way, honoring. And then we have the beauty of the rain, okay? What is being released, what is being cleansed, what is being let go. Allow what is being let go at this time. As difficult as it can maybe sometimes, this is possible. And it's important to recognize that there is more possible than you think, than you may believe right now. So continuing to expand your perspective in that sense, so that what gets to move, what you are growing into, how you are changing and shifting can be a bit more easeful, right? So that we're not holding ourselves back. And all of these messages really correlate to, the ancestral messages that were coming through. The first one was the spirit of air. Once again, cleansing. Yes, cleansing the mind, allowing ourselves to continue to bring that line of light into deeper harmony and alignment of our core values and who we are. This is also about seeing the higher perspectives, connect to the birds, connect to their ability to scan such a large area, to be able to fly above it all. And this is also about focus, bringing back a sense of clarity by allowing yourself to practice this focus. So important. The next one that came up was peace pipe. Okay, so this is about mending, repairing relationships and things of the past, about communicating, about forgiveness. Okay, so what gets to be said? What conversations get to be had? Where does this repair need to happen right now? What is holding you? What are you still holding that gets to be let go, that gets to be communicated, that gets to be mended and forgiven? Really big message here. And then, of course, circle of life, honoring all aspects of life, all aspects of your being, staying centered, staying open once again to the multitude, infinite possibilities that are here, all right, within your mind, within this experience that we are all on a ride with. We're on this journey together. I will leave you with this message. You have everything you need to step into this unknown alignment that is here, that is ready for you. You have everything you need, okay? Be resourceful, pay attention, get everything in line, in the direction of harmony, of what is true for you, of your authenticity. Take care of yourself, replenish yourself, nourish those around you. Allow yourself to return to the music of life. Return to the beauty of this aliveness, here and now. And I send you so many heart hugs and blessings on this journey this month. I will see you next month. I am not sure if I'll be live. We'll see how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for receiving. If there's anything else that's coming through for you, anything that clicked, please do share it in the comments down below. If this really served you, please do like the video. And if you are not subscribed, definitely subscribe. If you want to know more about what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on with me, what's going on with services and updates and everything, to just be more in my world and to receive more, then you can join my love letter list if you are not already on there. It's an email list that I send a monthly love letter with updates, with services, with a lot of divine reminders and reflections of my own journey. So I'll be sharing a lot more in time with that on my journey. But thank you all so much once again, and I hope to see you in another video very soon.